the politicians, whether it is the Igbo politicians or the Hausa politicians or the Yoruba politicians, these people we are talking about is less than 5,000 people that take all of us for a jogora. It's just for us who doesn't have common sense. If we have common sense, we will put them to where they belong.
With their bullets and guns.
But if you are not willing to make a sacrifice, you can't make omelette without breaking egg. Check what happened in Egypt. Somebody had to put himself on fire for the revolution to happen. What happened in France? The young people here have given up in the country. That's why they are taking them for a ride. When you move out to go, how many of you would they kill? They will kill 1,000 or they will kill 100,000. If you need to pay price for the other people, if you don't pay price, generation unborn for aeons of years will hold us responsible that in our generation we did nothing. Those guys running away from the toll gate was the worst mistake they did.
Seriously.
I'm telling you, they should have stood there
That very day,
that day and dare those people for the once and for all.
Wow.
The oppressors know the game, they understand it. Once they did that and they know you are afraid, then they will never leave. All they know is themselves and their family.
Yes.
They will never change. If they kill 5,000 Nigeria, the whole country will change. That will be the end of all this mess. But 5,000 have paid the price to redeem 200 million people. But 200 million people say, let 5,000 people do with us whatever they like. They like the shit in our head, we eat their shit. And we are happy with it. Or we leave the country for them. And they are happy. You think they are going to release power for free? You are joking. This is their life. They've lived in it. These young people need to take their destiny in their own hand and say, we have had enough of this. If I'm a young man, maybe I would have led a revolution. I am 66. I'm going to be 70 in 4 years. I'm 67 this year. So another 14, 13 years, I'm 80 years. It has passed our own time. But if I'm 18, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, you think I will not do anything? With the life I live, we're coming up, I would have done something.
Wow.
This federal character is the problem. Create a level playing field so that the best of us could come out. Am I saying there's no good people in there are many first-class brains in the northern part of Nigeria and in other part of this country who will excel. But until we have a country that is based on equity and best brain, we will never make any progress as a nation. It's not about preference of where you come from. I'm not asking for any preferential treatment. What I need is a level playing field. Any young man or woman, you make yourself when you are young. If you don't need to wait till you become 30 or 40, go check statistics.
All right, thank you so much for watching. I agree with some of the submission of Mr. Cosmos Maduka. I agree with some of the submission. However, there are some I don't agree with. Firstly, the issue of the politicians, there are less than 5,000 people, okay, who have held the country to ransom. Now, over 200 million Nigerians are sitting down saying that, well, let's just relax. Let them do us the way they please, okay? That if we decide to rise up, we, the 200 million, decide to rise up, that they're going to submit. We're going to humble them. To some extent, I agree on that, okay? But to not say that the young people should lead the way. The young people should lead the way, say that he is 60-something, going to, next 4 years, is going to be 70, this and that. So the young people should lead the way. For me, I disagree with that. As a father, I love my child so much that if a bullet is coming, I would rather stand to take it for my child, not my child facing it. Do you understand? You as an adult who have lived a life of 60-something years on earth, okay, you're already close to decade.com. Why would you don't want to risk your life? Why would you not expect a youth of about 18 years, 20 years to go lost is, you got to say to go lost too? I feel the senior citizens, okay, the elderly ones have failed the generation. They failed this country. You understand? So right now, for me, it's not a question of saying the youth should lead the way. No, no. You know, you see, when it comes to say, let's go to politics, this and that, they feel the young ones are not good enough. But when it comes to confronting the government, to go on a protest, they feel the young ones are good for that. Do you understand? So you guys are the elderly one. Let the elderly one lead the way. Why the younger ones, you know, and we follow you guys. Because say you are the elderly one, the senior citizens, say you guys on the floor, it's going to boost the morale of the youth, of the younger ones. That is, I see it. Yeah, it's going to boost the morale of the younger ones. Say that that of the lucky toge, son, those ones that rush through it have run this and that. Well, like I said, if there's a protest anywhere today, I would rather tell my child, please sit here, don't go anywhere. I will go and risk myself. Do you understand? Yes, I can face any risk. When he's fully of age, 25, 20, 30, is not under my custody, he's ready to take the risk, not a problem. So long he's under my custody, I won't risk my child. Especially knowing the kind of country we come from. We don't have leaders. We have a dangerous cartel who have held the country in their pocket. Do you understand? These guys are dangerous. So I will risk my child. I will risk myself. So on this, I disagree with Mr. Cosmo Maduka with due respect. Anyway, guys, what is your take on this? What is your take? Do you agree with Mr. Cosmo Maduka or you disagree? I want to leave you with a video of Eniola's submission on the jam glitches that just happened recently. Is what hearing. I think just about 1 or 2 minutes. Please endeavor to listen to the end and please let me know your thoughts on that. Don't forget to let me give this a thumbs up and please share.
A lot, because I've come to realize that the more you talk about it, the more your brain cannot process it, especially in a society where abnormalities have become the new normal. But when it comes to education, I speak up, and I think everybody should as well, because education is the bedrock of every society. We have spoken earlier about how improper it is for young adults and teenagers to sit for a 6:30 a.m. examination. Now, there is a mass outrage of people saying, this same examination, we've all failed it, and the examination body says it's because of technical issues. Let me put this into context for you. This exam is written once in a year. That means that throughout the year, the examination body is preparing for this same examination. Not only that, the budget for this examination is 18 billion naira. That's about $11 million. There is absolutely no software that this examination body needs that they cannot afford. 2, this examination is a computer-based examination and is all objectives, meaning that you should be able to click the submit button and your scores will come out immediately. It should be able to show you your mark sheet. It should be able to say that the correct answer for this question is option A, but you clicked option C, and this is why you've missed this question. But none of this happened for an examination that sits only once a year. So you're telling me that if people didn't make TikTok videos, 1.1 million students would have been out of university this year, all of their dreams put on hold because someone somewhere decided not to do their work. And then we complain that the rate of crime is increasing in the country. Yes, because people who are supposed to be in school are at home idle. This is not a technical issue, it's a choice that some people somewhere decided not to put in any extra care or effort into doing their work. And then the head of the organization comes on TV and is crying, and people start clapping behind, and you ask them why are they clapping, and they say, oh, at least this organization showed emotion, unlike other organizations. An abnormality made normal. Not only that, the Twitter handle of this organization comes out and tweets, man proposes but God disposes. Come on. An abnormality made normal. Now, these students have been asked to come and rewrite this examination in the middle of another compulsory examination that they are writing. Again, putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made. Why the rush for an examination that expires after 1 year? For an examination that even if you pass it and you do not enter the university that year, regardless, you have to come back and write it again. For an examination that people have written almost 7 times. For an examination that people have committed suicide because they did not pass. Why are you putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made? All anyone is asking for is proper care and attention to your work that determines the life and future of children trying to get into the university. That is all. Go back to the drawing board and properly plan the examination. Dot the I's and cross the T's, ensuring that the systems that you've put in place work.